Welcome to the Owner Identity Podcast, where we empower men experiencing same-sex attraction to live a life of purpose and possibility through the power of Christ and for the glory of God. My name is Jason Meller. I am so glad you're here. Come on in, have a seat. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're talking about a red-hot topic, anger. Anger is an emotion I wasn't allowed to feel as a kid and have been uncomfortable acknowledging as an adult. It didn't fit with my nice guy identity, and it felt dangerous. But ignoring it only made it come out sideways. Depression, self-sabotage, sarcasm, anxiety, and more. I've learned to no longer judge my anger and instead to honor it and to learn from it. I've found that anger can be how our power shows up when we feel powerless. Our soul may be saying, I'm here and I'm not going away. And sometimes anger is a shield we use to avoid feeling something deeper, like grief, shame, or fear. Either way, if it's left unprocessed, anger can become a prison. It can keep us stuck in the past, replaying the same hurts over and over. My goal today is to help you honor your anger, to meet it with empathy, and to process it in a way that helps you move forward. I'll start off with the type of anger that can be a response to pain, to injustice, or to feeling unseen or unloved. For many of us, that anger has built up over years, even decades. Consider which of these may hit home for you. As a child, maybe you were bullied, neglected, or abused. Perhaps you didn't have the words to say, this isn't okay, or the power to fight back. So that anger got buried deep inside. That was me. As a young adult, maybe you watched your friends get into relationships and marriages while you felt pass by. Maybe people told you that you were broken for having same-sex attractions, or they pushed you to identify as gay and judged you for not. That anger may have started to bubble up, and you didn't know what to do with it. As an adult, maybe you've been angry that the attractions, the lust, the desire to act out or look at porn are still so strong. Maybe you're angry at the rejection you faced when people found out about your struggles. Maybe you're angry at God for not taking it all away, for not giving you the life you wanted. I want you to know all of that anger makes sense. I'm with you in it, and I see you. Choose to lean into it productively rather than avoid it, please. As I've considered these stages in my life, a scene from a visualization of my younger self came to mind. I had imagined walking along a stream in a forest, and as I did, I found my 8-year-old self sitting alone beside the stream, knees pulled up to his chest, drawing lines in the dirt with his stick. Man, I saw him and I really felt for him. He wasn't just lonely, he was so alone. And I was sad for him. I asked him, what he was drawing, and I invited him to come home with me. I couldn't just leave him there. But thinking back on that this week, it hit me that he wasn't just lonely. He was mad that the world didn't feel safe, mad that he couldn't say what he needed to say, mad that he had to carry so much weight that wasn't his to carry. He didn't have the words for it then, but I see it now. He was angry, and he had every right to be. He didn't know what to do with that anger, so he buried it. He told himself to be quiet, to be good, to not make waves, and he got really good at it. That boy inside us, the one who was hurt, who was powerless, who didn't get to express his anger, he's still there, and he's still carrying that pain. But what if you could go back and meet that boy inside you, like I did? What if you could sit with him, look him in the eyes, and say, I see you, I hear you, your anger is valid. You don't deserve what happened to you, and it's okay to feel mad about it. And what if you let him get that anger out? Maybe you imagine him punching a pillow, screaming into the air, or even punching you. Not because you deserve it, but because he needs to release it. He needs to know that it's safe to feel his anger, that it's not going to destroy him. This is not about fixing him. It's about giving him permission to feel what he couldn't feel back then. And when he's ready, you can tell him, you're not alone anymore. I'm here now, and we're going to get through this together. Anger isn't just about pain, it's about power. It can be your soul saying, I matter, my pain matters, and my story matters. When you feel anger, It's a signal that something important to you has been violated. Your dignity, your sense of belonging, your hope for the future, and that anger is your way of saying, I'm not going to disappear. I'm not going to give up on myself. I'm worth fighting for. So instead of shaming your anger or trying to push it away, I want you to honor it. I want you to listen to what it's trying to tell you. What boundary was crossed? What value was violated? What part of you needs to be seen and heard? Believe Psalm 34:28, which states, "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit." Now let's talk about how to process your anger in a way that brings healing, not harm. Here are a few tools to help you do that. Tool number 1, the anger letter. You've heard of this before. You write a letter to the person or situation that you're angry about. Don't hold back. Say everything you need to say. Then, when you're ready, decide what to do with it. Maybe you burn it as a symbol of release. Maybe you keep it as a reminder of what you've overcome. The act of writing helps you process the emotion instead of letting it fester. I journaled a letter like this recently to a man who I felt unseen by. I imagined sitting across the table from him at lunch and having him ask me the questions that I wish he would have asked me, to care deeply about my feelings and emotions and what it was that I was really struggling with. So I wrote out what I wanted him to ask me. I pretended he was that version of himself that I needed in that moment. And then I responded. I said, hey, this is what's been going on with me. This is why it's been hard. This is where I feel unseen. This is where I'm scared. This is the pain that's in my heart that I'm not sure what to do with. And I'm really hoping that you'll lift me out of it in a way that gives me hope. And then I imagined that he did. I wrote what I wanted him to say back. And it was really helpful. It helped me to have that interaction and to know that inside, that's what he really wanted to be, that he just didn't know how in that moment. Tool number 3, the prayer of release. Take your anger to God. Be honest with him. Tell him exactly how you feel. And then ask him to help you release it. Say, God, I don't want this anger to control me anymore. Help me to let it go and trust you with the outcome. And when you do that, I'd love for you to share that with somebody else. Give somebody a call and tell them what you're feeling, what you shared with God. Describe to them the letter that you've written. Reach out to somebody else to help you feel less alone. Tool number 4, grieve. Grieving is a tool I want to highlight here because it's often the piece we avoid when we're stuck in anger. I know I do. I don't want to feel the sadness underneath it. Sometimes I am trying to brace myself, thinking that if I let go of this anger, I'll have to feel the full weight of what I've lost, whether it's the expectation that I was holding on to, maybe it's the harm that I've caused, and I don't know if I can handle that. But grief isn't something to fear. It's not there to break you. It's there to help you release what you've been carrying. It's about honoring what's been lost, whether that's trust, innocence, a relationship, or even a version of yourself that you wish you could have been. It's about sitting with the sadness and saying, this mattered, this hurt, and it's okay to feel that. When we allow ourselves to grieve, we're not giving in to the pain. We're allowing it to move through us so it doesn't stay trapped inside. So how do you grieve? You can start by creating space for it. Maybe that's journaling about what you've lost or what you regret. Maybe it means letting yourself cry, even if it feels uncomfortable. Maybe it's as simple as sitting quietly and saying, God, this hurts. I don't know what to do with it, but I'm bringing it to you. Grieving doesn't have to be perfect or polished. It just has to be honest. So let's talk now about another side of anger, the anger that can act as a cover for pride, shame, or even fear. It's the anger that says, I don't want to look at this. I don't want to admit I might be in the wrong. And the thing is, this kind of anger, it's just as valid as any other. It's still a signal. It's still trying to tell us something. But instead of saying, I'm hurt, it might be saying, I'm scared to face this, or I don't want to feel small. The key here is to approach this anger with curiosity as well, not condemnation. When you feel that heat rising, when you catch yourself snapping at somebody or stewing over something, just pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what's really going on in my heart right now? God, what are you trying to reveal to me? Because anger, even when it's rooted in our own sin, is an opportunity. It's a chance to grow, to soften, and to let go of the pride or hardness of heart that's holding us back. We can say, all right, I see this anger, I see where it's coming from, and I'm going to work through it. not by beating myself up, but by being honest with myself and inviting God into the process. Because God's not looking at you with condemnation. He's looking at you with love, with longing, and with a desire to help you grow. So the next time you feel that anger rising, whether it's justified or not, just get curious. Ask yourself, what's this anger trying to tell me? What's going on in my heart? And then take it to God. Let him show you what needs to change and trust that he's walking with you. And guys, if you're alone and notice anger under the surface, whether it's from pain, grief, hurt, or maybe you're just trying not to feel something, I would be happy to get mad with you and for you if it would mean that you would feel less alone. I've been there, and we can move through it together. Your anger is valid. It's okay to feel it, but let it teach you. Don't let it lead you. This week, try one of these tools to honor or process your anger. An empathy letter, meeting the boy inside, or having an honest conversation with God. Engage with your anger in a way that moves you toward healing. And lastly, I want you to know that you are not defined by your anger or how you've expressed it imperfectly. You are defined by the one who calls you his, and he invites you to bring all of your emotion and pain to him. You've got this because God's got you. I'll talk with you soon.